everyone, and welcome to Compel Kids Online. My name is James.
And I'm Alysse.
And thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for participating in our various social media challenges throughout the week. It was so great seeing some crazy hair and some of the other pictures you guys posted throughout the week, but we have some other challenges coming up for you. Alysse, what's coming up in the next few days?
Yeah, guys, this week we have a super fun thing coming up. So we are doing a scavenger hunt. So go to compelchurch.com/kids to get all the information on that. Have your parents help you out because it's going to be so much fun. You're not going to want to miss it.
Yes. Now let's go ahead and start today's lesson. Oh my word, Katie Karate, are you okay?
Oh, of course I'm okay. Never felt better.
What are you talking about? You're hurt.
I'm a kung fu master. We don't get hurt. See? Hi-yo! Ow! You kiss it and make it better.
Okay.
Ew! You nasty! I haven't had my cootie shot yet. I'm already hurt enough as it is. Are you trying to kill me?
No, I'm not trying to kill you, but it obviously looked like somebody else has tried. What happened?
I was protecting my sister. She was about to get smashed by ninjas. That's right, ninjas. 30,000 of the most fleet-footed assassins this side of Albuquerque. They were huge with bulky biceps and razor-sharp braces on their teeth, and their hair was up in pigtails. It was terrifying.
Braces? Did you say braces and pigtails? Wait, Katie, those don't sound like ninjas to me. What are you hiding?
All right, fine. I got beaten up by a bully, okay? And not just any bully. Greta Poundstone. She's the meanest kid in town.
She? Katie, are you telling me you got beat up by a little girl?
No? I mean, yeah, but she's huge! She's like a 4th grader. But don't worry, I have a plan. When Greta's not looking, I'm going to, hit her over the head with a cactus. Hey, can I borrow a cactus?
Katie, no, you're going about this all wrong. Today, the boys and girls are going to be learning all about how to handle conflict of life the godly way, and that does not involve hitting people with a cactus.
Okay, what about a porcupine?
No, you goof. Stop focusing on doing things on your own. Remember God's power.
Wow, you're right. God could make it literally rain down porcupines on top of her.
God could do that, but that's not what I meant. When you are faced with problems or issues, don't focus on the bad. Instead, just focus on how good God is. He is the most powerful being that has ever existed. You can trust Him to fight your battles for you.
How do you know all of that?
Because I remember God's promises.
God promised you He'd rain down porcupines?
No, but the Bible is full of God's real promises. He promises to never leave us. He promises that He will heal us. He promises that He will give us strength. You've got nothing to worry about because God never breaks His promises.
Okay, genius. I know God's more powerful and I should trust His promises. But what am I supposed to do the next time I'm faced with His big pigtailed promises?
Worship.
Excuse me? How do you expect me to worship when I'm in the middle of a battle?
Worship is easy when you remember that you're worshiping the one who can win the battle. Remember, God is all powerful. He deserves every bit of our praise. Just worship and God can bring you victory.
All right, I can do that. Let me just lift my hands and praise. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go tend to my boo-boos here. I'll see you later, boys and girls. Don't forget, I'm Katie Karate. Kick it! Ow, 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 ow.
Hey Compel Kids, it's Nina here, and today we're going to go over our power verse. It's found in 2 Chronicles 20:12. We do not know what to do, but we are looking to you for help. You guys think you got that? All right, let's all try it out together. We do not know what to do, but we are looking to you for help. 2 Chronicles 20:12. All right, let's try separating the group. All the boys, I want you to stand up and let's try doing it loud and proud. We do not know what to do, but we are looking to you for help. 2 Chronicles 20:12. All right, that was pretty good. Let's try the girls now. Let's all stand up, girls. Loud and proud, I want to hear you guys, okay? Ready? We do not know what to do, but we are looking to you for help. 2 Chronicles 20:12. All right, that was great, but let's all try it together now. Really loud, okay? Parents, I want to hear you guys too. Ready? We do not know what to do, but we are looking to you for help. 2 Chronicles 20:12. That was so great. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'll see you guys next week.
Today's Bible story is really amazing. It's found in 2 Chronicles chapter 20. King Jehoshaphat was the king of Israel, and he received a message that there were 3 different armies that were coming to make war against them. The Moabites, the Ammonites, and the Meunites. 3 different armies coming to attack them. They were really outnumbered, and it seemed like an impossible battle to fight. King Jehoshaphat led the entire nation of Israel in fasting and prayer to ask God for help. God told them that they didn't have to fight. God told them that the battle wasn't theirs, it was his. You see, God is amazing, and his power is amazing. He can fight for us when there's no way for us to win the battle on our own. Next, the Israelites got together and marched toward the place where the 3 armies were camped. And do you know who they found at the front of the marching line? It wasn't the sword people, it wasn't the cannon launchers, it wasn't even the tanks. They put the worship choir out front. They knew that God was going to fight the battle for them. So they put their worshipers out front and began to worship God for what they knew he was about to do. God caused the 3 enemy armies to become confused, and they began to fight each other. The Ammonites fought against the Moabites, and the Moabites fought against the Meunites. Isn't that crazy? They were supposed to fight against Israel, and now they are just fighting against each other. When the children of Israel came over the mountain to the place that overlooked where the 3 armies were camped, all they saw were the bodies of all 3 armies lying dead on the ground, every single one of them. When they saw all of this, they began to celebrate and worship God even more. They knew that God had won the battle for them. What an amazing story. And that story leads us exactly into what we are learning today. You are going to learn that when you're in a battle and don't know what to do, lift your hands and worship God. He will fight for you.
Have you ever been in a situation that seemed unfair? You ever felt like you were facing a problem that seemed that you were completely outnumbered? Maybe your mom or dad lost their job and your family didn't know where they were going to get their paying their bills. Then all of a sudden mom gets sick and here are doctor's bills that you have for. Then your little sister falls and you feel totally outnumbered, just like Jehoshaphat did in our Bible story today. Well, we learned that King Jehoshaphat had a choice to make. He could choose to freak out and worry about what he was going to do, or he could make a better choice, and he made a better choice. It is the same choice we should do when we are in an impossible situation. We should remember God's power. King Jehoshaphat didn't whine and cry about how hard his situation was. He looked to God and prayed, "O Lord God of our ancestors, you alone are the God who is in heaven. You are the rulers of all the kingdoms of the earth. You are powerful and mighty. No one can stand against you." Do you know what Jehoshaphat was doing? He was remembering that God has more power than his enemy, that God has power. That's what you need to do. When you face sickness, remember God's power over sickness. When you face temptation, remember God's power over temptation. When you face sadness, remember God's power to give us joy. Remember God's power. King Jehoshaphat prayed even more. He prayed, "O our God, did you not drive out those who lived in this land when your people arrived? And did you not give the land forever to the descendants of our friend Abraham?" When he did this, he was doing something else that we should do. Remember God's promises. King Jehoshaphat was remembering God's promises to his people, the Israelites. And we can do the same thing. God has promised many things to us in his word, the Bible. When you are sick, remember God's promise to heal you. When you are lonely, remember God's promise to never leave you. And remember, when you are weak, remember God's promise to be your strength. God's promises are true. He has never broken a promise, and we can count on him to always come through when he promises something. And that's what Jehoshaphat knew. He remembered God's promises. But what he did next was totally amazing. King Jehoshaphat told the singers to walk ahead of the army, singing to the Lord and giving praise to him. Can you believe that? He put on the choir out front, not the soldiers, not the fighters, the choir. They sang and sang and sang praises to God. They worshiped him. Why? Because they knew he was the only one who could bring them the victory. And that's what we need to do. After we remember God's power, after we remember God's promises, we need to worship. You wouldn't think that singing and worshiping God could actually do anything to win a battle. But remember, the moment they started singing and worshiping God, the Lord caused the armies of Ammon, Moab, and Mount Seir to start fighting amongst themselves. By the time the Israelites got to the place where they were supposed to take place, the battle had been won. Their enemies were dead. That's God's power. You and I can have the same exact exciting result. When we are in a battle, all we have to do is begin to praise and worship the one who can win the battle. God will bring victory even in the midst of our worship, as long as we remember that he is the one who wins the battle. Worship is easy. Today, we are going to end our time together doing exactly what Jehoshaphat and his army did. We are going to worship. If you are in a battle today, you can worship the one who won the battle, God. Let's worship with all of our heart.
Hey guys, wasn't that an awesome lesson that we just had about worship?
Yeah, it was.
So now we're going to do our brain drain. So we're going to ask you guys some questions. Answer them loud. Answer them proud.
Yeah.
Yell it out. The questions and the answers will be right down here, so you can read it. Okay?
All right.
Question number 1. What is the name of the king of Israel in today's Bible story?
A king?
Yeah, he was the king of Israel.
Burger King. Chicken fries.
No, it wasn't Burger King. He was the king of all of Israel.
All of Israel.
He has a long name.
David?
No. It's a long name, lots of letters. I don't know why all of these kings' names are really long with a lot of letters. But ready? Let's say it.
Okay.
On a count of 3.
1, 2, 3.
Jehoshaphat.
Ding, ding, ding. Yep, that is the correct one. All right. Now, next question. How many armies were going to attack the Israelites?
Ooh.
This is a counting one. Alysse, I know you have some issues sometimes with counting.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Let's see. Was it... okay. Parents? Should we ask the parents if they know this one? Parents,
Ooh.
Do you remember how many armies there were? Yeah! Did you hear it? I heard it.
Oh,
it was
okay.
3!
Good job, parents.
Good job, everyone.
All right. Now, who did King Jehoshaphat go to for advice?
Ooh, his teacher.
A teacher? Do kings have teachers?
Kings have teachers. Yeah, they have like people that train them, you know? I don't know,
But no, that's not the right answer.
No?
It wasn't a teacher.
Was it a
no.
teacher?
Do you guys know?
Do you guys know?
Yell it out. Ready? 1, 2, 3. God!
Yes, it is God. All right, next question. Who did the Israelites put out on the front lines of the army? Was it their biggest, strongest?
It was the tanks, right? It was the
tanks, right?
The tanks.
No, it wasn't the tanks. Who did they put out? All right, let's have everybody say it on the count of 3 together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. They put out the worship singers. Yes, they put the singers to go out first.
Okay, guys, now we got a little true or false question.
Ooh.
So, I'm going to say something, and you just say true or false. Ready? We're going to do this rapid fire. So, I'm going to say it, and then say it as fast as you know. Ready?
Okay.
Set, go. Our battles are really God's battles.
True!
True!
Yes! Awesome! All right, this is kind of one of those fill-in-the-blank questions. Okay, when we are in a battle, instead of fighting, we should... What should we do? What should we do? Come on, I know you guys say it. It's on the tip of your tongue. What is it? We should worship God. Good job, everyone. All right, next question. Alysse.
Number 7. Who did the 3 armies end up fighting against?
I think there was some crazy lions that came in, and they had to fight them. It was lions against man.
I don't think you listened to the Bible story.
I was totally listening to the Bible story.
The 3 armies ended up fighting against themselves.
Ooh, that's right. God confused them and they fought each other. All right, next question. When the Israelites came to the place where the armies were camped, what do they do? What do they see?
What do they see?
What do they see?
I think I know it. Do you know it?
Do you know? What do you think it is, Alysse?
They were all asleep? Everyone was just laying out there asleep?
A nap. No, they weren't asleep, Alysse. Ready? I'm going to say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The armies were... They were dead.
Dead.
They were dead. All right.
Wow.
Next question.
Last question, guys. Where was today's power verse found? Do you remember? Nina was here. Nina said it. You said it with Nina.
What was the verse?
What was the verse? Let's all say it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 2 Chronicles 20:12.
Good job, everyone. Woo!
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us this week. We loved having you. Just a reminder, since we talked about worship today, go to the Compel Kids YouTube channel and check out our worship playlist. That way you can just worship yourself while you're at home.
Yes, thank you so much again, guys, for joining us, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye!
Bye!